Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make this cute little pair of earrings using the Curated bead box for March 2022. But first, our encouraging word for today is you are tough, you are loved, and you are not alone. So that is really encouraging to me. You are tough, you are loved, you are not alone. All right, so here we have it, this cute little starfish earring, and we're going to make its companion. So I'm going to show you everything you need. Now, most of this stuff was in the Curated bead box for March. I will put a link in the description box below, and I do have a coupon code, and I should remember it. It's Wendy35, and it takes 35% off your first box, your first month's subscription box, which makes it only $13. So really good deal. And what you're going to need for this, and this is included in their box every month, is some memory wire. Okay, you're going to need a fishhook ear wire. You're going to need one of their little starfish charms that was in the box this month. Now these were not in there. You're going to need 3 little rhinestone rondelles. These are not, they're not, you don't have to have them, but I'm using them. So if you want yours to be just like mine, you'll need them. And you're going to need 1 little rhinestone chaton. Now, I believe this is even smaller than a PP32. It might be a PP25. These are available on my website if you want to buy them. They come in like 2 gram. You can get 2 gram little bits of them. So you just need 1, but they're available if you want them. I've got 4 little 3mm spacer beads. And then all of this is in the box this month. So I've got 2 of these really pretty marbled beads, 2 of these beautiful turquoise colored, like a faux jade, 4 of these little periwinkle colored ones, 4 of these beautiful galaxy beads, and I've got 3 jump rings. These are little 4mm jump rings. These are on my website as well. Okay? So that's what you're going to need, and a little E6000 glue. So the first thing we're going to do, you don't have to do this, I just did it because I wanted him to have a little sparkle, is I'm going to take my E6000, which I've put a little bit out here. It may be dried by now, I don't know. And I think I can get some out of there. I'm going to take a little bit and just put it in here. Maybe. I don't know, I may have to get some fresh glue out, but...
Mail has arrived.
Oh, mail's here. Okay, there we go. I think I have enough there. I'm going to take my little toothpick with my beeswax on it to pick up my little chaton. It's the best way to do it. And set it right down in there. Just gives him a little sparkle. I actually tried to put it around all of these, but I didn't like it. It was just too much. So that is really just enough right there. And then I'm going to set that aside for a minute. Okay. Now, our little piece of memory wire, I will tell you, from one side to the other, mine is right at about, not quite 2, it's less than 2.5 inches. So we're right here on the mark, 3 marks past the 2, okay? So 3 little bars past the 2 is right where we are. And we're going to take this memory wire, once you cut it, to the desired length. Now, if you want this bigger, you can make it bigger. I wouldn't go smaller because then your starfish is not going to hang very well in there. But if you want to make it bigger, you can just cut your memory wire bigger, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to take our round nose pliers, and I'm going to take this memory wire, and let me look and see how, I can never remember how I do this. Always have to look, yes. I'm going to come about right there on my pliers. You don't want a huge loop, but you don't want a really small loop either. And I'm just going to roll a loop around until it touches. You want to make sure that it touches your wire. Okay, so just like this. Just like that. And now I'm just going to bead this up. And you can do this however you want, but I'm going to take a little spacer bead. They are magnetized for some reason to this wire. A little spacer bead, a galaxy bead, a little periwinkle bead, okay, one of these pretty aqua colored ones, my rhinestone rondelle, another galaxy bead, another periwinkle bead, another spacer, then my marbled bead, a rhinestone rondelle, my other marbled bead, and then I'm just putting the pattern back up this side. So another spacer, a periwinkle bead, a galaxy bead, rhinestone rondelle, aqua bead, periwinkle bead, galaxy bead, and my last little spacer. Now, you're going to have a little bit more wire here than you need, but you want to make sure that you have enough to bend it around and make your loop. But this is a little bit more that I need, so I'm going to trim off just a little bit, leaving me just enough to make my loop. And the reason you want to do that is you want this to be centered in the middle of your bottom part, okay? So you want to make sure you do that. I'm going to flip this because I work better this way. And now I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to turn it. I'm going to make a loop straight back, okay? So I'll show you here in just a second. The other one we did this way. This one I'm doing straight back. And I'm going to roll it on around and not close it completely because I'm going to hook it right into this one. And this little spacer bead's going to try to get up in there. You just have to kind of pull him down. Don't let him do it. And just hook it right into this piece. And it can be a little bit fiddly, but you can do it. Okay. Now my spacer bead got up in here. Okay, so that's one reason that you need to make sure this side is closed really good, which apparently I didn't. And if you take crimping pliers, these little grooves in the crimping pliers will kind of grab your memory wire and you can get it closed better. Okay, so hopefully that will work. I'm going to push this back down again and try again to get this in here. There we go. Okay, so once you have it in there, you have to take it and you have to push your beads down, because I guarantee you your little spacer bead is going to try to get up in there. Okay, so push your beads down, take your pliers, whatever pliers you're using, and close up that loop, and do not let the little spacer bead get up in there because he will definitely try. You don't want him to. Okay, so close that loop up. There we go. See? So now he's stuck. He can't get up in there, and we're in good shape. Okay. So there's our little earring. Now, if you need to kind of smush it down a little, you can kind of do this. Make it a little bit rounder if you want to. Okay, so now we're going to take our starfish and our ear wire. Now, my little starfish, I hung on 3 little jump rings because when I hung it on just 1, it was up too high. 2 made it hang the wrong way. So I had to put 3 to get him to hang, you know, down there where I want him to be. So you'll probably have to do the same, and that's kind of why it's important to use the same size jump rings that I'm using. If you want it to be exactly like mine, you're going to need to use 4mm jump rings. I'm just hooking them together to make a small chain. I'm going to hook my starfish on one end, down here. And your E6000 should be dry enough now to where you can pick this up without hurting your rhinestone, but just be a little careful because it won't be completely dried for about 24 hours. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little starfish and I'm going to make sure that he's facing the front. Okay, I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to hang him. I'm going to make sure I hang him right here on this loop that is going this way, not the other one. If you hang it on the other one, it's going to go a little crooked. So you want to hang it right here on this loop. And then you're just going to need to close your jump ring up, which can be a little hard. There we go. That wasn't too bad. All right, so there's our starfish. Now I'm going to take my ear wire, make sure that it's facing the back. The hook is facing the back, and I'm going to hang it right on the same loop as I did my starfish and close it up. And there you have it. So there are our cute little nautical or sea themed, however you want to say it, little earrings made with mostly with products from the Curated Bead Box March 2022 edition. So I love these. I think they're so cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I'm really trying to grow the channel and keep growing it and keep growing it. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's completely free. And if you ring the little bell that pops up when you subscribe, then it will notify you when I upload videos, because I'll be doing plenty more tutorials. Okay, so hit that little bell, and I will put all the information for the Curated Bead Box in the description box below this video. They're actually doing a competition this month, and if you post your information, I'll link that in the description box below to the information. If you post your pictures to this to their site, then they're going to enter you in a contest to win 8 strands of beads and a findings pack. And 10 people are going to win, so that's a pretty good contest. So take advantage of that. And like I said, I will link everything in the description box below. And you guys have a great rest of the day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!